Hi everyone. Today we are going to do 4.2 vertex form to standard form. So you are going to convert the vertex form of quadratic equation to the standard form. So I believe you are familiar with the vertex form, right? So let's start with the Duna. So you have a function k of x is equal to negative x squared. Now you know how to draw the graph for negative x squared like this. This graph. If you translate 2 units to the left and 3 units down. So you remember you are going to translate with the vertex, then you can find out the new function. So what is the equation of the new function d of x? So can you find it out? So 2 minutes will be good enough, right? So find the new function and then try to draw the graph. All right, let's do it together. So if you move 2 units to left, so do you remember what x is the opposite, y is the same? If you remember that it might be very simple. So x is opposite, but when you go to the left, it's x is a negative 2 unit. Then what do? Opposite, you add 2. So x become x plus 2. And the outside of the function, 3 unit down, minus 3. Do you remember? So x is opposite. So negative 2 becomes positive. X is opposite. Y is the same. So 3 unit down means negative 3, right? But y is the same. So you just go minus 3. So d of x is negative. Make sure instead of x, you're going to write down x plus 2 instead of x. And then the square is another function. So you should remember, use the parentheses outside of parentheses. You should put the square, not the x squared plus 2. All right. And the negative is outside, coefficient, and minus 3. Obviously, vertex here, negative 2 and 3. And then what is axis of symmetry? Equation here in this line pass through the vertex. Even the y value always different, but x is always the same, which is negative 2. So equation is x equal to negative 2. Now let's move on to our lesson today. So today we are going to change it to the standard form, right? But what is the standard form? Looks like this: y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. This kind of form we say standard form. But let's start with the example. Oh, before we get the example, what is a in this case? In this equation, a is negative 1, right? If you don't see any number here, you should see 1. B is 3, c is negative 5. All right? Now, so this is a vertex form. And so this is example we have. So what is the step? Now there's a common mistake is many times I see students multiply a to the x and b, distribute first. But do you remember the PEMDAS? That's a common mistake. What are you supposed to do first? Yes, you do the square first, exponent, right? Before you multiply. PEMDAS, you square and then multiply. But many people do the mistake. You multiply or distribute the first. That is a common mistake. So first step, change x minus b squared. You do the square. So square means x minus b, you multiply itself how many times? Twice. So x minus b times x minus b, like this, right? So in this case, negative 2 is just keep the negative 2. And then what do you do? X minus 2 times x minus 2. And then keep the 15 here. And then what you should do is, this one, x minus 2 times x minus 2, we are continuing. So you should remember FOIL, right? FOIL. First, outers, inners, last, right? So you are going to do that. You are going to multiply like this. So x times x is x squared. X times 2 minus 2 outer negative 2x. You multiply when you multiply x and negative 2, always we write down the number first. And then you are done with the x, then you move to the negative 2. So now FOIL, negative 2 times x inners, right? I inners, negative 2x again. And then negative 2 times negative 2, last one. Negative, negative become positive. 2 times 2 is 4. So they make sure they are in the parentheses, right? Because you are supposed to multiply negative 2 later. So now everybody so far understand. Now what should you do? You can simplify this one or distribute and then simplify later. It's up to you. You can distribute everything or simplify first and then distribute later. Doesn't matter. But be careful, this is a negative. When you multiply negative, you change everything in the parenthesis, right? You change all the signs. So negative 2 x squared become negative 2x squared. Negative, negative become positive. 2 times 2 is 4x. And this one is 4x. Negative 2 times positive 4 is minus 8. And then plus 15. And we combine like terms. What are the like terms? 4x, 4x, which is same sign. You add 8x, right? So, and the negative 8, 15, if you combine, negative 8 plus 15 is 7. So like this. This is our standard form, right? A is the same with this one always. A is negative 2. You can check your work, negative 2. But B is obviously different. And then 7. Now I wanted to remember this 7, right? This is a y-intercept of this function f of x. Because y-intercept is y value when x equal to 0. So y-intercept, if you substitute x equal to 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 0. So y is a 7. This is our lesson today. So everybody understand? Just to remember things. PEMDAS, right? X minus 2 times x minus 2. That is the first. Don't distribute negative 2 first here. That common mistake. Then you will have no problem. And then FOIL, simplify, combine like terms. All right? Now, so you have a breakout room. So in your group, discuss about what are the mistakes. Can you find out what is the mistake? Identify the mistakes and then write down what is the reason. And in this green box, please correct the mistakes. So you will have about 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes and try. All right. So what was the mistake? Yes, this one here, the first step is a mistake. Oh, this is another common mistake, right? When you square, I see many people do the square, this one and this one like this. That was the mistake, right? When you square, it's not x squared plus 1 square. You square x means x plus 1 times x plus 1. You should multiply that twice. But Veronica didn't do this way, right? So this is the error. So do you understand? Then what should you do? You should do like this. So obviously this part, she after this she did well, but only this part was error, so your answer will be different. So now x plus 1 is x plus 1 square. You keep the negative minus 10. And what do you do? FOIL, x times x times 1, 1 times x, 1 times 1, you have x squared plus x plus 1. Now, this is 2x, right? And then I distribute to the negative. So negative, you change all the sign, everything positive, everything become negative here. So negative x squared, and this is 2x, so negative 2x minus 1, and then minus 10. And this is negative 11. If you negative 1 minus 10 is negative 11, remember this is a minus here. This sign you should use for 1 here. Don't use it, this is 1 minus 10. This is negative 1 minus 10, negative 11. All right. So this is a error analysis. Now, if you go down, you will see about how many questions? You will have 6 questions. So finish this and show the work, please. And then write down your name on every page. Okay. And then your exit ticket is here. So if you finish them all, please take a picture of every single page with your name on it and then turned in the Google Classroom. All right. Thank you.